basically for the first level of, so for the first stage of it, pretty much Thomas spawns into the war. So pretty much Thomas is generated into the world. They add the program. It failed. So the program failed. They started adding names
Thomas
to.
Was alone. A weird first thought to have.
They started adding names to these rectangles as a joke. So for the first one, Thomas is alone, pretty much.
Thomas
Okay.
decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas
And as soon as, no lie, like I started like after like the first
was
it's not like something, like I said, it's not like you're gonna like be puking your guts out and all that shit. It's just like you're just gonna be.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, for the third one, the second one, Thomas starts listing the observation for the first one.
Damn it, think. What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to, what's the word? Jump.
So for this third one, Thomas discovers they can
It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Thomas learns that he can jump. In this third one, and in this fourth one,
A big jump. But Thomas noticed
Thomas had
there was no
a
real
big
danger in
jump.
missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
it's slightly hard because it sure is, actually. So this is the
This all
half
seemed
from one.
a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable. And
Let the voiceover talk.
it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Paranoia.
Now,
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere.
he was
He
wondering
felt
where
like
the
he was making
portals were
progress, but
taking.
there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert, he's right. About the predominantly going about the up and to the right thing. That's for the 6th level. the prologue, I don't know. So he wondered what. So in the sixth one, basically he wonders if he's making any progress, and what kind of progress he's making.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills.
But okay,
It had been
okay, that
designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No, too obvious.
true. Oh, okay. I'm professional. Anyway, the seventh one. So that seventh one, basically. World was doing. So basically for this whole thing 0 to 1. The prologue is pretty much us understanding what's happening and what Thomas is doing, what he needs to do, and why, and what and what needs to be done. After he talked to my
Something about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it. He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
So pretty much this one. So pretty much the 8th one is pretty much him realizing that water is dangerous. It's just this all is just
was
for you.
getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
Pretty much the 9th one is pretty much him feeling lonely. Also, you can go past this.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
Yeah. Oh, just one sec. So pretty much the 10th one is pretty much Thomas realizing that he's getting stronger and smarter. The more the world does this, he comes to realization that the world is most likely training him. Oh, this one.
Oh no, just gonna show you. You know how like I always have sometimes the games they crash. See this thing is called It's called FPS.
I
Right?
know what FPS
Yeah,
is frame
stabilizer.
protector.
So look what it says. No more FPS drops when recurring certain frames. This mod changes game settings automatically. Frame rate at target levels. So that it crashed, right? But see, in order to download it.
By just using the joystick.
Yep, but when I download it, I have this, right? The script extended, so it nice. But also I need this address library.
You have got a really mod
And then,
stash.
yeah, and then look, see what this one, what it does is it gives access to like the computer, so it'll know what you have set your frames per second. You know. That's all. Just wanted to show you that. There you go. Don't forget those chips are yours.
And I'm back. I submitted hundreds of bugs before. I told him that it would happen. Overlapping scripts. One AI. Well, the AIs in this game are literally four-sided shapes. At least with this bound to turns out more than one of these was bound to be spawned into an environment at some point. turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything. So pretty much that previous one, I'd probably call it 1.0, 0.10. It's like how people who are waiting for Minecraft 2.0, 1.9, that Minecraft updates to 1.10. Why didn't they just call it Minecraft 2.0? I wonder why. I wonder why Minecraft. I wonder why. Anyway. So pretty much this one is pretty much Thomas not being alone anymore.
Chris took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So pretty much this 1.1 to 1.5.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not technically graceful, it's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
Oh! I remember that Thomas could float on those things. I remember how Thomas floats on those things. Yeah.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white.
Oh, by the way, the one that so pretty much the 1.2 was pretty much Chris trying to do the best that he could, and the third one was Thomas and Chris one realizing that there was a switch, and they wondered what would happen if they used it. This is pretty much what happens. So pretty much what happens if you do the switch.
Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him? Great, great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
There's 1.4.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure.
Yeah.
Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined in. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Yeah. That was actually really hard for the first time I played this level, actually. I'm just telling you the truth.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred.
So that fourth one. It was Chris trying to get to it was pretty much Chris getting to part of to ever so slightly higher platforms.
He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness. That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot. He hoped the next portal would split them up, if only for a few levels.
So pretty much this is Chris being upset, being mad at Thomas, and disliking him. Yes. Yeah. Okay. It just moved out of the way. Oh, come on. Now you have to do this again. Great. Really isn't that bad. But it has a lot of stress because it's hard. Now this thing is now I have to speak louder. Great.
John knew. He knew that this was his chance. A moment to shine. This was game day. So pretty much 1.6 was pretty much
it was pretty much John to be pretty much a trying to showing off who he was. Okay, never mind. That was the worst description.
Would not do. John needed room to show off his exceptional skills. As it was, he was trapped on the wrong side of these little dot things. Where'd they come from, anyway?
Oh, there's a hole.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles.
And 1.7 was John realizing that it was on the wrong side.
John inhaled the air of the open space, and it smelled of awesome. Time to flex those muscles, to put his training to use. Time to show those little dots how it was done. John decided to press the switch to let the little dots catch up with him. John cared for his new allies. You could tell from the sympathetic expression he'd practiced in the mirror all these years.
I forgot that they stay still for a little bit. No, 1.8 is John helping out these quote-unquote dots. I think Chris felt like a dot. I have a feeling that Chris felt like a dot when... Boom!
John was happy to keep helping. He felt it was important to his image that he was seen to help the little guys.
Well, rip. So 1.9 is pretty much John helping the dots.
He didn't mind them so much either. The red one, Thomas, had a charming way of applauding every time John jumped. The angry orange one was less immediately likeable, but his unremitting cynicism and tutting amused John.
And here's the 1.10 or
Interesting.
2.
A floating
2.0.
target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing.
And
John
getting
was
the
sure
thing
the
correct.
dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph. maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Also, we'll just add in half of episode 2. Half of what the we'll just add in episode 2 into this. Just add in, and this will be also be episode 2. The initial group possess simple variations in size and strength. More complex. I need to see that again. The initial group possess simple variations in size and strength. More complex configurations were inevitable. As the era spread, these variations became increasingly extreme. I can't. The stupid music.
This was how Claire would die. She knew it would happen eventually. She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realised.
So pretty much I'll also, I don't want to give commentary on this one. I get it that these variations. I actually never read the stuff in the first.
This was how Claire
the first
would
time I
die.
played.
She knew it would happen eventually. She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realised she had superpowers. She'd need a cape. There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower.
What do you mean was? And even fit into his own thing. Okay.
All right. Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you. Claire needed to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible. Claire was rubbish.
Oh. Pretty much. Yeah. Claire jumps on water. Okay, this.
Claire arrived just in time.
Okay, why? Why is Thomas why is not Thomas instantly destroyed? And there's a literal wall above them, so why is there rain? I'm not gonna ask questions. They probably don't. I'll probably just open up anyway.
It was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Okay, hurry up, you stupid door. Oh. I have to open it for. Okay. Hurry up.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
No.
Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or she... Claire arrived just in time. Which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
I think now you can. Okay.
Claire arrived just in time. Which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
I think now more water is being let in. I don't know why there's not less water.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
Come on!
Claire arrived just in time. Which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive. As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took. Claire arrived just in time.
Let's go. And
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
remember, keep your hands far away from those triggers.
Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She'd like that. The sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water.
What? Oh. I was just wondering, like this. Wait, what happens with Crystal? What happens in general? Oh, that's what happens. Wait, I didn't know that he's there.
The others told Claire that staircases were a bit of a fixture here. Claire wondered why the world made it so difficult.
Boink. Boink. Boop. No, no. Okay, that's the... Okay, they weren't even aligned.
Claire probably needed a nemesis, a villain who would show their true colours at the worst possible moment, hurting all she held dear. Chris was the most obvious choice. He seemed stroppy enough, and his jump was so pathetic that it conveniently avoided Claire's insecurities. Yes, Chris. Diabolical Chris. The fiendish Christopher.
This reminds me of that thing with Thomas and James. I do not think that's what was intended. I was trying to be big brain. Oh, that was barely in line.
Hey, where's Chris gone? Was he off somewhere? Plotting Claire's downfall? If Claire was honest, and she had to be because she was a superhero, this was a troubling turn of events. Still, there were reasonably sized bodies of water to cross.
Well, Thomas can easily jump over that. Thomas can jump over that.
Moving platforms over water, eh? Claire's newly heightened senses told her that there were multiple paths across with various possible configurations of the little posse.
Ah, we're... No. Okay, that was weird. Okay, just what happened? Yeah, this is the floating issue that happened before. Wonder if this is an Easter egg or just a glitch. Not yet. Oh! Oh boy! Whew. Oh.
They were doing really well. Claire hoped she could get them all across. John was fully aware he could do this alone. Thomas hoped he'd never have to.
Oh! Floating on. Okay. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It seems that it will only... Oh! I adjusted. Oh. Yeah, that thing with Thomas. What's up with the characters?
Claire was alone, which was odd, because she wasn't meant to be alone. She needed to be where there were rectangles to save. Being the only superhero in a given space kind of defeats the object. Spikes? That was new. Claire avoided them. She decided they were most likely her kryptonite. Not the rubbish red kryptonite either, the proper radioactive green stuff.
I just failed that, everyone. Ooh. On edge. Oh. Pretty much, if Claire was Superman, Kryptonite would defeat Claire. Oh. No.
Wow. Deja vu. The world was repeating. And this time Thomas was here. Claire felt something had gone wrong. There was A disturbance in the force. Something had altered the Matrix. The world was reacting to their progress. It was amassing its forces. It was plotting against them. Claire finally had a nemesis.
Ooh. Oh, come on. Anyway, don't fail. Anyway, Thomas Light did, okay. Oh yeah, that was 2-point time. Okay. This is for the next video. I just saw I built Jenner. Okay, never mind. No. That's for next time. Bye. See you next time. Let's. In the meantime, let's just go play some more Among Us. Definitely. In the meantime, anyway.